All right, my beautiful people, let's get into this update because there is a lot of confusion swirling around on social media right now. And I do not do confusion here on Life Points with Ronda. We deal in facts. So let's slow down and break down exactly what is happening with the David case. First, let me give you the headline that everyone is running with. Singer David has been arrested in connection with the passing of 14-year-old Celeste Rivas Hernandez. That part is true, but here is what the headlines are not telling you clearly enough. He has not been formally charged. He has not been indicted. Not yet. Let me take you through the full story from the beginning so you understand exactly where we are. Who is David? David, real name David Anthony Burke, is a 21-year-old singer-songwriter out of Los Angeles. He first went viral on TikTok, where he has nearly 4 million followers. He is known for his song Romantic Homicide and even created the anthem for the video game Fortnite. He opened for SZA on her SOS tour. This is a young man who was on the rise in a major way. Who is Celeste Rivas Hernandez? Celeste Rivas Hernandez was a 14-year-old girl from Lake Elsinore in Riverside County, California. She was reported missing in 2024. She never made it to her 15th birthday. Her story is heartbreaking, and her family deserves answers and truth. How was she found? On September 8, 2025, officers with the LAPD responded to a Hollywood tow lot after workers reported a foul odor coming from a vehicle. When they investigated, they discovered the remains of Celeste inside the trunk of a Tesla that had been towed from a Hollywood street 2 days prior. That Tesla was registered to David. According to court filings connected to a grand jury investigation, the remains were found inside bags in the vehicle's trunk. The medical examiner confirmed that it appeared she had been in the car for an extended period of time. Investigators have also noted that based on the evidence, the situation likely involved more than one person. At the time of the discovery, David was on his Withered World Tour. A spokesperson said he was aware of the situation and was fully cooperating with authorities. He later canceled the remainder of his U.S. tour dates, including shows in San Francisco and Los Angeles, as well as the European leg of the tour. What happened on April 16, 2026? 7 months after Celeste's remains were discovered, on Thursday, April 16, 2026, at approximately 4:30 in the afternoon, the LAPD, heavily armed and wearing tactical gear, took David into custody at a home on Marmont Avenue in the Hollywood Hills. LAPD Captain Scott Williams confirmed the arrest. He was booked into jail just after 10 p.m. and is currently being held without bail. The LAPD has stated that the case will be presented to the Los Angeles County District Attorney's Office on Monday for what they call filing consideration. The DA's Major Crimes Division will then review the evidence and decide whether to formally charge him with a crime. Here is the critical distinction. Everyone needs to understand. Being arrested is not the same as being charged. Being charged is not the same as being convicted. Captain Williams confirmed the arrest was based on probable cause, meaning investigators believe they have enough evidence to detain him, but the DA still has to look at that evidence and decide if it is strong enough to actually file a criminal complaint. David's legal team, attorneys Blair Burke, Marilyn Bednarski, and Regina Peter, released a very pointed statement immediately after the arrest. They said, "Let us be clear. The actual evidence in this case will show that David Burke did not cause the passing of Celeste Rivas Hernandez, and he was not responsible for her death. There has been no indictment returned by any grand jury in this case, and no criminal complaint filed. David has only been detained under suspicion. We will vigorously defend David's innocence." What do we make of all this? Here is where I stand, and I want to be very clear. A 14-year-old child lost her life, and the circumstances surrounding her passing are deeply troubling. Her family has been living in unimaginable pain. They deserve answers. They deserve truth. And we are keeping Celeste and her loved ones in our prayers. At the same time, we live in a country where you are supposed to be innocent until proven guilty in a court of law, not in the court of social media, not in the comment section, and not based on a headline. The media has been running wild with this story for months, spreading rumors so outrageous that the LAPD actually had to hold a press conference to correct the record. That is how bad the misinformation has gotten. We have to be responsible with the information we consume and share. Watch what the DA decides on Monday. Watch what the evidence actually shows. And keep your prayers on that family. We will continue to follow this story and bring you the updates right here on Life Points with Ronda. Stay informed, stay grounded, and stay blessed.